Good. Y'all know who it is and y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. What's goody? Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Hey man, time for us to talk about what happened last night. Again, first things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation, salute to the Unfiltered fam, salute to the Mod Squad, salute to all those goons that run roughshod in the chat line. You know what I'm saying? In the chat group. Run the likes up for your boy. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip me, because I'm your bartender, though. Hey, man, what's popping with all you guys, man? It's time to play Tuesday morning quarterback, man. You know, just about Tuesday, almost Tuesday afternoon, man. Hope everything is going good with you guys, man. I hope you didn't, hope you didn't call in sick, man. You know, because, you know, a lot of y'all was definitely, a lot of Raider fans was definitely popping it, that it was going to go a certain way, and it didn't. So hopefully you just had to go and take your lumps, bruh. That's part of the game, okay? Don't be the cat, man, that calls in sick because you don't want nobody to razz you about your football team not scoring an offensive touchdown in 60 minutes, all right? But we're here to talk about it, man. We're here to talk about it because that's what we do, all right? We all know that the game last night, unless you were a Chargers fan, did not go your way. All right, and it was a 20-9 loss in a season home opener, as well as Pete Carroll's 74th birthday, to have that be on display for the entire planet to see, because everybody was watching that game, dog. Everybody. I don't care where you were. If you had access to a television or your phone or a computer, you were watching it. All right. So we're here to talk about it a little bit more. Last night, it was very late for a lot of people that watch our show. East Coasters, people that are overseas, it was very, very late. So we didn't really get ready to delve into it like we needed to. It was just a lot of reaction, a lot of upsetness, a lot of frustration and anger and just all the whole gamut of everything, bro. Denial, everything. All right. But with all that needs to be said, man, we still have to do our job, which is what? Keep it 100. All right. So let me go ahead and read this, man. It's a little bit of info, man, just to get us perspective before we start delving into it, bro. Okay, you read the title. The title said Geno Smith played a horrible game against the Chargers. That's absolutely true. But you know, the other side is to click the video to find out the rest of it, dog. I mean, and the rest of it is, but was it all his fault? Okay, and we're gonna go over that. So let me just get to it, man. Okay. Geno Smith had an amazing game last game against the New England Patriots. He had the highest debut yardage in the history of the Raiders of any starting quarterback that's ever debuted with the Raiders, with 363 yards. It was all good, man. We were on cloud nine. You know, everybody was happy. It looked like we finally got a quarterback that can get some shit done. And then the next week, Geno Smith turned back into Geno Smith. Was picked off a tying career high 3 times while completing just 24 of 34 attempts for 180 yards and a 37.0 passer rating, the worst of his career as a starter since going 35.7 passer rating with the Jets in 2014. All right. On passes of at least 10 yards downfield against the Chargers, Smith was 0-12. With 3 interceptions as the Raiders dropped their 7th straight game against an AFC West opponent dating the last year. Okay? So, let's put it in perspective. As far as QBR is concerned, Geno Smith played the 2nd worst game of his career last night. He didn't get anything done. Any passes that were beyond 10 yards, he was 0-12. He did not complete a pass longer than 10 yards, bro. All game. Okay? No matter who was open, he wasn't getting it completed. He was either completing it to the other team or he was not. All right? And what did Geno have to say about all this after the game? He said, quote, "I've got to learn from it," he said. This game is all about learning from your experiences. I've had similar games in the past where the ball is just is bounced in an unfortunate way, or I haven't made the best decision on a given play or the best throw. That's the part of the game, but you can never just say flush it. He meant to say the other word. It would have been more appropriate if he just would have said that, but hey, we understand that you're in front of the press. Okay? So considering this, considering that the chances that he took throwing the ball in double coverage, throwing the ball in triple coverage, throwing the ball when no one's open, throwing the ball out of bounds on the fourth down play. Okay, we're going to get into that. And totally missing a wide open Trey Tucker, instead just telegraphing the ball to Jacoby Meyer for it to get picked off by Derwin James for the third pick. He pretty much threw the ball the same way against the Patriots. Okay, he threw the ball the same. All right, took the same chances, trying to thread needles while unlashing deep balls. The Chargers' defensive backs were more hawkish than the Patriots, but they still got an interception if you don't remember. All right, Smith paid the price, getting intercept or on a tip ball on the first offensive play of our season opener, bro. The first play of the game for us, interception. I mean, come on, bro. And also, he on the first play of the game, and then later inside the 5-yard line and in the end zone. So he had 2 red zone interceptions in this game. Geno led the NFL last year when he was with the Seattle Seahawks with red zone picks with 4 the entire year. He had 2 last night. Okay? All right. So I definitely want this to say, bro. Okay? Pete Carroll had some things to say about it. He said he would have preferred Smith to check down, namely to the underneath routes. There was a little bit of check downing going on. Okay? But, okay, it wasn't going to help. Brock Bowers was limited by his knee injury. Okay? He was less than a factor, as usual. And Pete Carroll says Geno's a 70% guy, meaning that he completes 70% of his passes. He wasn't that tonight, and more so because of the attempts that we made. I thought that took away from that, and we should have took what was given to us, which was basically just underneath routes. I mean, that's what was open, okay? And I'm not sure that's the case until I see the film, but I bet that's what it is, okay? So this is what other people said about this game as well, and we're going to get all into it. Ashton Jeanty rushed for 43 yards on 11 carries, and he just said it was just the little things, curiously on the sidelines, but he was curiously on the sidelines being replaced by Zamir White and Dylan Lobby. All right, didn't make no sense to me. There was a certain balance missing, and the Raiders were chasing the Chargers all night. And what really feels like a missed opportunity just in general is what Pete Carroll says, but in the division, it's a real opportunity, and we didn't play well on the offensive side of the ball, and those turnovers that added up. We know we missed the opportunity. There's many different ways that we'll get better, all right? Geno said that, we got 15 games to go, and I feel like it's going to be a lot better for our guys. He says, I know I have to, and I will be. Geno says, I'll never make any excuses about anything. I've got to be better. We've got to be better. And in a short week, we have to improve on that. That's that. So back to what I was saying. Geno Smith played the second worst statistical QBR game that he's played in his career last night. But what I will say is this. Geno Smith didn't do that by himself. Geno Smith had plenty of help to play that bad. And we got to start with the person's name that not anybody I am hearing talking about. I'm not hearing anybody. All the stuff about what happened with us last night, I'm not hearing this man's name being talked about, uttered, spoken, written in crayon, hieroglyphics, sign language, none of that shit. And that is Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly called an absolute horrendous game on offense. Nothing that he did was good. And who calls the plays? He does. Who is in charge of the offense 100%? He is. Okay? He didn't do anything, bro. No adjustments being made. No pass protection shit being corrected. No offensive blocking schemes being corrected. When Ashton Genty started getting loose, he didn't even give him the ball. He didn't even give him the ball. Okay? He actually sat him down. Said, okay, we're just going to go ahead and just try to do what we could do. Why? We had a couple of opportunities, man. All right? When Omarion Hampton, who I'm going to absolutely grill, okay? Omarion Hampton, when he fumbled that ball when he was trying to be a backup dancer for B2K, we were right there to get something done, dog. They gave us the ball a couple of times. We didn't get anything done, bruh. If it wasn't for Daniel Carlson, you wouldn't have any points. Your offense did nothing in 60 minutes of football. And I give Geno Smith 50% of the blame, and I give Chip Kelly the other 50%. But you're not going to hear that. You're not going to hear Chip Kelly's name except over here. Okay? So what I will definitely say is this. Pete Carroll's tightening all that shit up. Pete, you need to be more involved in what's going on offensively. I don't know what was said. I don't know if Pete I'm sure he did talk to Chip Kelly, but Chip Kelly just he abandoned the running game. Geno Smith threw 43 times. 43 pass attempts. Okay? 24 receptions. Come on, bruh. That's not even close to being 70% that he normally does. Okay? 43 pass attempts. Then you had 3 picks. Then you had no running because you didn't hand the ball off. Okay? So at the end of the day, man, we got to go to Washington. We will see what happens at this point. But hey, man, if anybody thought that we were just going to start just being great out of the box, you're gravely mistaken, man. You're a 4-13 football team on paper from last year. And the year before that, what was your record? 4-13. You totally overhauled your entire team. You brought back a couple of players, but you pretty much overhauled your whole team. All right? And now you expect it to be good? These dudes haven't even played long enough together to even know each other like way yet. Those preseason games don't count. We played good last week. We played like shit this week. Let's see what we do next week. But I don't know why you guys are running around here acting like we're the Chiefs, man. You guys are more in the doldrums than the damn Chiefs fans are. The Chiefs fans are in total denial. They're totally like, yeah, man, it's okay. We're going to get our shit together. They have not taken home one of these yet. You got one of these. You got 1-1. They got none. And they got more faith and more belief in their squad than you. I don't get it. But then again, I'm not here to raise you guys. Okay, that's for somebody else to do. But for me, somebody who knows what it is and what it ain't, I'm pretty cool with what's going on right now, dog. I'd rather for this to happen now. I'd rather for us to figure out what's wrong now. Now there is no ambiguity about what's wrong with this football team, even though I've been saying it for the past 2 months. You know damn well, put a 1 in the chat when I say these things, okay, that you heard me say before. Number 1. The offensive line is trash. That offensive line can't block nothing, okay? Absolutely horrible. And then we lost JPJ yesterday. Told you that offensive line was boo-boo, okay? Number 2, your defensive secondary is also trash, okay? You got nobody out there that can cover anybody, okay? And then you got Isaiah Powell, who is supposed to be the veteran back there, him and Jeremy Chin. They're just getting smoked. Absolutely shellacked out there, bro. Both of those touchdowns were on Isaiah Powell, bro. Both of those passing touchdowns that Herbert threw were on Isaiah Powell. The one in the corner that was over there to Keenan Allen, that was on him. And that 60-yard, I don't know what the hell you were doing back there, Isaiah, that was on you too. That's all they did, bro. That's all they did. 2 touchdowns was enough. Okay? You would have scored a touchdown, it would have looked better. 1 touchdown would have made this game look a lot better. Okay? But we didn't score any touchdowns. Nobody scored a touchdown on the football team at all yesterday. All right? So with that being said, how do I feel about it? Time for us to start figuring out who's going to not be playing. Time for us to put some guys in there that's going to play some football. Ain't no going to be no, oh, you're just in there because you're a veteran or you getting this amount of money. No, dog, you ain't looking good. You need to sit. That's what it is. Okay? Need to sit down. All right? So, that's what I got to say about it, man. But Geno played like Geno does. That's what Geno does. I don't know why y'all don't understand Geno Smith, man. You don't get it. You thought that he came to the Raiders and he was going to turn into somebody that he's not. Geno Smith is a guy who plays well, and then he lets you down. Then he plays well, then he lets you down. Then he plays well, then he lets you down. That's what he does. You just got to hope that letdown comes longer. Like, okay, it's been a few games. But Geno's going to Geno. He's going to do some Geno shit. All right? Unfortunately for us, it happened last night. So I expect Geno to have a better game next game. He had a great game first game. He had a shitty game second game. I expect him to have a good game in Washington because that's how he plays. He's a roller coaster quarterback. He's always been like that. But he's better than any quarterback you've had since, and I know it's just gonna mess your day up. Since number 4. That's the best quarterback you've had on your team in 3 years. Is him. So I don't know why you guys are talking shit. You didn't draft no quarterback. Oh, you did? Oh, you did draft the quarterback? You did? Oh, where's he at? Where's the quarterbacks you drafted? Tommy Malot's not on the team. Okay? Where's the other guy? The guy that you said that was second string. Remember? He's not on the team either. Okay? Till you start drafting some quarterbacks, bro, you're going to be in this position. All right? Just be honest. You keep grabbing people off of the 99-cent rack. You keep, going to the clearance rack, man, to buy your bread and milk. Don't get mad when you got the bubble guts. Okay? Simple as that. So let me go ahead and read what's going on, man. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not even upset. I mean, what am I going to be upset for? Shit, man, we didn't win the first 2 games. We were 0-2 last year. We won half our games this year. We doing better than last year. I'm just being honest. But a lot of y'all, man, you guys were really drinking that Kool-Aid, bro. You were drinking that Kool-Aid with salt in it, bro. You thought it was sugar in it, but it wasn't. It was salty as hell. All right. What's going on, Giovanni B, man, with the $10 dono? Wouldn't surprise me if Chip kept pulling Genty because of pass protection, not because he wasn't effective. He wasn't, but he was a significant stance. Chip is pretty petty like that. Well, man, you got to look at the statistics. Ashton Genty had 11 rushes for 43 yards, bro. That's pretty much like 4.4 yards a carry, damn near. It's like 3.94 yards a carry. Who else was getting 4 yards a carry? Nobody. Genty had a 13-yard run. Genty had an 11-yard run. Genty had a 9-yard run. Chip wanted to pass the ball. What are you going to do? To stay them out there, man, and just have them chip block? Of course, if you're going to have Genty just out there to block, then you put a bigger back in. Even though Genty can chip block very well, Zeus is bigger. So if you're just going to have him out there just to block, you're just going to have him out there just to sit up there and block. Oh, yeah, put him out so he doesn't get blown up. He doesn't get hurt. But he was running in the third and fourth quarter. He was starting to get his legs, bro. When he was straight spinning and shaking and breaking these people's ankles, they're just like, hey, man, we're not going to play him. And I don't understand why. Genty ain't hurt. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Okay? If something's working, if Pete said in here, take what's being given to us, they were given the run up. They're like, man, we're not going to let you pass. They should have just let Genty run and do a stuck thizzle. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. All right? So let me read you guys' questions, man. And I guarantee you, anybody that's saying anything that I deem not to be inappropriate, I guarantee you getting TO'd or you getting kicked out. I'm just telling you, dog, like you got to be careful with me, bro. Like I said, man, I'm not safe. Play with something safe. I'm not safe, dog. I'm jagged by the edges, okay? Especially now. Not in a good mood, okay? But I'm not upset, but I'm not in a good mood, okay? I wanted to see a better game than that, but hey, it's good that I saw it now, all right? Let's go. All right, man. Tub Music Shorts, what's going on, man? Salute, what's going on? 213 Rafi. Also, you guys, man, I got a very, very pleasant announcement, man. After the game, when I went to check, man, we had several people pick up the merch, bro. I mean, several people bought shirts, multiple shirts, okay? Go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and go check out the merch, bro. We've been working on some new stuff that's going to be coming out as well. But Y'all was buying it last night, bro. Okay, salute to you guys and everybody that got their gear. Everyone's happy. We're gonna keep rolling, dog. Okay, keep rolling. All right, Mr. CT, what's good, homie? Shout out from Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah, man, that's straight up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where the gangsters are at. Prados and Sons was going on. Salute. Baker Man said he was horrible, but hopefully he'll get it done. Yeah, man, he was bad, man. But like I said before, Geno is that kind of player. I've always said this. I'll continue to say this, Baker Man. I'm not a Geno Smith fan, but I've been a Geno Smith supporter since he was at West Virginia. I've always supported him, dog, because he just reminds me of some of the little homies from my hood. You know, the little cats that they're running around trying to get their shit together, trying to be on point. He reminds me of one of the little homies, man. So I always rooted for him, but I was always like, come on, Geno, man, don't do this, don't do that, man. Get out there and handle your business. Get out there, do good, and then out there, then he doesn't. Then out there and do good, then he goes out there and looks horrible. So he's on my team. So now I'm rooting for him. Okay. Now I have to. He's on my team. I've never booed a quarterback in my life. I've never not cheered for no quarterback. I don't care who you name. Since I've seen every quarterback since Stabler, I've never rooted against a quarterback for the Raiders in my life. Okay. I'm a real one. Okay. That's like rooting against your family. All right. Now, when they play bad, I'll say that shit. Everybody, no one's above a critique. Okay, everybody could be critiqued, but I always wanted my guys to do the best they could do. All right. Was that the best he could do? No. No. He was forcing the football everywhere, throwing in triple coverage, but he did it the other game and got away with it. Okay. Now maybe he knows he needs to protect the football. All right. So we will see. S. Ray, salute, man. What a horrible way to start the game yesterday, man. Hopefully we get 3 straight and got W's out the way. Well, man, everybody, man, that's barking about everything, man. No team is going 17-0. Every team is going to run into a rough patch, and when they do, we'll be here. Okay, especially if you're popping it like an ugly stripper, bro. We're going to definitely let it be known. Okay, when you were popping it, yeah. Now you're not. Now you're walking around with the skid marks in your panty liner. Okay, so now we're definitely going to cook the shit out of you. Don't understand, we don't forget anything over here, bro. Okay, yeah, laugh today, cry tomorrow with us. All right, man, tough shorts. Hey, man, what's going on? Raiders did everything wrong last night. What did they do right? I think that the defensive line played okay. The problem was they couldn't get any ball pressure. There was only one guy who was running around that backfield, and that was number 98. Nobody else did nothing. Where was Tyree Wilson at? I thought Tyree was coming into his own, bro. I didn't see Tyree do nothing. I didn't see. I know Kuntz was out there for a little bit. Okay, I didn't see any safety blitzes. Patrick Graham did not do anything except run a damn cover 2 the whole game, bro. I mean, just left gaps open. Every gap discipline was bad. It was just bad all the way around, man. I would have been better off, man. Why don't you switch it up, man? Play some man. Throw some nickel coverages in there. It was just basic vanilla defense, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, but Pete, you're gonna put your hands on this a little bit more. All right, man. Armando Peplis, what's going on? Gino was scared last night. I think he sucks. And O-line is still trash. Hey, man, everything could be said today. But where was it last night? I mean, last game. How does Gino be scared this game and not scared last game? You're either scary or you're not scary, man. The guys that I knew that was scary, they were scary all the time, bro. There wasn't I'm not scary now. They were scary every time there was an op around. They were scared. Okay, so I don't agree with the scared part. He just played bad. He played bad. You don't have to be scared to play bad. Okay, he just played bad, and there's no excuses. Okay, but saying he's scared, that's a little too much. All right, man. Area brothers, man, the grind don't stop. If you definitely go inside information, acknowledge the game. Hey, man, I pride myself on that. I pride on knowing what I'm talking about. Okay, you know when you're talking about when the ops come to see what you got to say. That's how I know. I know that I know what I'm talking about because the ops of my team, steadily over here, see what I got to say, okay? Like I said, I know what I'm talking about, bro, but I'm not going to cap. I don't cap for mine. All right, man. Okay. Mono Pepler says, I say to draft the best tackle in the draft. No one has to talk about this shit next draft, but able to help this along. Hey, man, why are you jumping all the way to next year, dog? Do you know next year's draft is April 2026? We're in the second week of the 2025 season. What are you doing, bro? We're going to jump all the way down there, dog. We're just going to that's what you do every year. How about you get in there and fight for yours? How about you get in there and smash somebody in the mouth? What's this? All this talking about the draft shit? You guys are already talking about the draft, bro. You guys are really gonna jump this entire season all the way over there and talk about a draft and talk about 2026. We're definitely not on the same page, man. Scott Common, what's going on, Scott Common? All right, man. S. Ray said that run holding call took a chance to win away. Geno made an amazing run with a truck at the end, but it come back to reality for a moment away. All that's for nothing if you don't put tugs on the board, bro. All that's for nothing. Okay, all that individual play and trucking people and everything that's not crossing over that damn threshold of that goal line, bro. Breaking the plane. You're not breaking the plane. It don't mean shit. You did all of that and didn't get no points out there other than a field goal, bro. Like, come on, man. You got to be ashamed of yourself, dog. Didn't score a point. Didn't score one touchdown. You have one job to score touchdowns. You scored none. In 60 minutes, had plenty of possessions. Had the ball on their side of the field many times. You squandered it over and over and over again, bro. Okay? Prados and Sons, man. Chip was calling a shit. He was calling some bullshit. Okay? Geno got to stop being such a bum. Well, he's your quarterback, man. Arion Rutledge, man, we had so many opportunities before we scored. We had at least 20, 25 points of those trips to the red zone. Yeah, man, we went to the red zone plenty of times. Plenty of times. Problem is, we didn't understand that you got to get the ball in the end zone. That's the purpose of being in the red zone. Okay? Right? You got to understand that. Okay? Yeah, it was a shit game, man. It was a shit game. Okay? Yes, sir. Tough music. Polar opposite of week one. Yeah, but Geno was taking those chances against them, too. The difference is he wasn't playing against Derwin James and them cats. He had some those guys knocked down a lot of passes. Geno's passes were floating. They weren't bullets. It was very easy to break up. There was so many pass breakups on passes, it was ridiculous. And he didn't complete a pass above 10 yards all game. That says a lot. 0 for 12. 0 for 12. Okay? All right? And let's not talk about that fourth down when he threw it out of bounds, man. Didn't I used to hear you guys talk about Derek Carr doing that shit all the time? Derek Carr's not on the team. Derek Carr hasn't been on the team in 3 years. I didn't see nobody saying nothing about Geno throwing the ball out of bounds on the fourth down. I didn't see nobody say that shit. Okay? I did. I'm like, where's all the chatter now? Y'all didn't say nothing. Like I said before, man, some of us are astute. All right. Okay. Yeah, we stunk. Gabriel Davis in the house. Scott Common says next quarterback up. Who, Kenny Pickett? Nah, I'm good. I'd rather just keep Geno. Let's not act like we got like we got Tom Brady's gonna come out and run out there, bro. Okay. This is Kenny Pickett, bro. All right. Come on. Daniel Smith with the time, man. Sorry for your loss. Nah, Daniel Smith, you're 0-2, bro. Your Bears are 0-2, and you guys have been getting absolutely pimp slapped. Okay, so don't come over here and patronize us, Daniel Smith, because you're a huge shit talker. But right now you're 0-2, and you know that you don't want Shaq to go ahead and kick you square in your ass. You know you don't. Okay, that's why you're trying to be nice right now. All right, man. What's going on? Justin Sizzle went ahead and picked up that Blaze One for the Nation shirt. We'll be wearing it next week. Okay, it's all good. All right, we're gonna be wearing it. Jason Morrow, Meredith didn't have one good snap at center. Snaps were all around the Geno. Shaky for Geno. Yeah, man, he definitely, man, but let's not act like JPJ, was playing well at center last year, because he wasn't. All right, they're gonna have to figure this shit out, bro. Jordan Meredith as a center had been playing very well all through camp, but now the games, dog, that hiking the ball off your ass. Come on, dog. I mean, that's just basic. You got to do better than that, bro. Execution, bro. Right now he needs to be doing at least a couple thousand snaps a day, bro. There's a couple thousand snaps a day, man. And just get that shit shored up. All right, get this shit shored up, you guys. All right, man. Straight up, man. All right, man. Raider Nation. Hey, Leonard Senior in the building. Okay, Cali Slime Slice said Jamarcus Genty. I was waiting for you, Cali Slime. You know who your boy Omarion is? He's Omarion Leaf. Omarion Ryan Leaf. Shut your ass up, Cal Slime. My running back was absolutely way better than your punk ass running back, fumbling the ball with a huge ass lead. Didn't know what the Kool-Aid was. Didn't know that the bell had rung. Was late for class and shit. But your boy Omarion Leaf, let's call him that, because by far, Ryan Leaf was a straight crackhead / bust quarterback for you. So don't act like I don't know what to say back. I was waiting for you to come in with some stupid shit. My running back, handling business. Your running back got benched for a guy who almost blew his eye out on 4th of July with a firework. Shut your ass up, dog. Okay? You can stay here, though, but don't even try that no more. All right? Ike Boy says it's time to drag F with a K at the end out. Shout out to Kelly. Nah, man, I mean, I never wanted Chip Kelly to be my offensive coordinator. I think I've made that super clear. I made it clear when he became everything's on this channel. Okay? Everything I say is in the cloud. All you got to do is go back. Go back, see when Chip Kelly got signed with the Raiders, and you'll see what I said. I didn't like Chip Kelly. I didn't like what he did when he was with the Eagles. I didn't like what he did with LaShawn McCoy. I didn't like what he did with Jeremy Maclin. I didn't like what he did with Deshaun Jackson. I didn't like none of that shit. That Riley Cooper shit. I didn't like none of that racial shit that he did. That was way 10 years ago. Okay, you see, I name people's names off the top of my head. That's not even my team. I'm not an Eagles fan, but I know football. I know everything that's going on with every team. Okay, so I never wanted him. But since he is our offensive coordinator and he is the highest the highest paid offensive coordinator in the league, $6 million a year, he could be critiqued like everybody else. Ain't nobody above a critique man with my team. Everybody could be critiqued. Okay, if you're not the shield, you're able to be critiqued. Al Davis, it didn't matter who it was. So I never wanted Chip Kelly, but he's who's there. And if you're going to be there, bro, you got to do your job. All right? I've had quarterbacks. The last two quarterbacks I didn't want. I didn't want Jimmy Garoppolo. I didn't want Gardner Minshew. Okay? I didn't want Tom Telesco. I didn't want Dave Sigler. I didn't want Josh McDaniels. I didn't want these dudes, bro. But I have to deal with it. I have to deal with it, dog. Okay? So it is what it is. Everybody don't get what they want, bro. Okay? You got to learn how to deal with not getting what you want. And you Charger fans, you got to deal with it no matter what you do in the regular season, no matter how many times you beat us by double digits, no matter how many times Herbert's looking like an MVP candidate. Come those playoffs, you were not going to win not one playoff game. The last playoff game you won was in 2018, bruh, against the Ravens. All right? Since Herbert's been your quarterback, he hasn't won you shit. And that's no matter what you say about us. Facts. Y'all won last night. Y'all handled y'all business. But also facts. You don't know. You have no idea how it feels to be a champion at all. Okay? No Super Bowls ever. Okay? So let's just, since we want to be honest, let's be honest all the way. All right? I take mine and you take yours. I take mine and you take yours. I'd rather take mine. I'd rather take mine. I would never want to take yours. Okay? So I just want to just make sure we understand you're not little boying us. You're not little nigga in us over here. You're the little nigga. Always been. Okay? So we just want to make that shit clear. Don't get too crazy because we always are going to put that shit back on your table. Y'all ain't never won nothing. And when you did go to the dance, y'all got absolutely humiliated by the 49ers in your own house. So, see? No matter what you do, we still going to bring that shit up. All right? Just want to say that. Just want to just make sure you understand we're always going to bring it up. All right? Just letting you know. Kenneth Perry, what's going on? Prados and Sons. I don't want Brady in the boot with the play callers either. The NFL's letting Brady do whatever he wants, bro. Like, Tom Brady has more. Okay, look at it this way, Prado and Son. You know I got a lot of respect for you, big dog. Let's look at it. And I know you're a three-ringer. I know you're OG like me. You name the GOATs in every team sport. Okay? You name the GOAT in basketball. We know who that is. He didn't get that kind of access and that kind of access that Brady by far is the only GOAT who still gets all these privileges and he doesn't even play in the league. Once Jordan stopped playing and became an owner with the Wizards, they weren't letting Jordan. They was jacking Jordan. They weren't letting Jordan do shit. Jordan came back, they still wouldn't let him do shit. Jordan left, they told him he didn't want to be with the team no more. Okay, Brady, they changed every rule for this dude. First of all, He wasn't supposed to be an owner in the first place until the NFL changed the rules for him to be an owner. Then how are you going to be the owner and be the announcer at the same time? They changed the rules. Then he couldn't talk to nobody and do anything before the game or during the game. They changed that. Now he's in there hanging out with the with us during the game when he's announcing. Guess what? What did the NFL rule? They ruled that he didn't break any rules. So it is what it is, bruh. He's got privilege. He's got it like that. And you can't get mad at somebody who has it like that. He has it like that because that's the way they want it. And it wasn't the Raiders that voted. It was everybody that voted. Okay? So yeah, man, it is what it is, dog, like I said before. Okay? All right, man. Cedric Parker in the house. Justice Sizzle, salute to them goons. Yes, Trey Tucker was open so many times. Yeah, man. Okay. All right. Hey, Daniel Smith, man, you need to be worried about what's up for your Bears, bro. Them Lions, bro, they bit a hole so far in your bare ass. It was absolutely comical. Because I was thinking about you the entire time. I'm like, man, I hope Daniel Smith brings his raggedy ass over here so I could drag him. Okay. All right, man. Geno was an absolute dumpster fire. Yeah, he has to be better. Just win, baby. He was horrible, Shaq, but the O-line was just as bad. O-line was just as bad. Parham, bro, I don't want to see Parham no more, dog. I'm sick of him. He's a guy who always, every time, he has at least 2 penalties a game. I mean, I'd rather have a practice squad guy. I'd rather have a rookie. I'd rather have anybody. I don't want Daniel Parham on my line, bro. He doesn't do anything except just fuck up drives. That's all he does. Okay, Booty Bang in the house. Going on, House Junkies in the building. Okay, Dupree. I'm about to become a Chargers fan now. Hey, man, good luck. Good luck, dog. Okay, eat a lot of donuts. Because donuts has holes, too. Donuts have holes. Zeros have holes. Okay, not hoes. Holes. Okay, and not no holes on a hoe either. Donut holes. You're gonna be hanging out with a lot of zeros and never no heroes. Do your thing, bruh. I'm good where I'm at. All right. I've been a champion since I was 9 years old. I'm really straight. Okay. All right. He said Black Sheep said the play calling was horrendous. Okay. Jason Marshall said double post route into the defenders was nasty. I mean, you got to throw the ball to who's open, bruh. Stop forcing the ball down the field, Gino. Okay. What happened with Genty? Chips started using him only 11 runs. Genty started getting warmed up, man, and he put him to the side. I don't know what that was about. But if you look at what happened, they didn't run the ball. They didn't run the ball when they brought in Zeus and they brought in Lobby. They didn't even they weren't even running the ball then. They didn't run the ball. They were passing the ball in the flat, doing those little flat passes. And remember when Lobby got loose, man, did a little spin move and got like about 8 or 9 yards. So maybe they were just saying, hey, man, we're not just going to have Genty out there just catching screen passes, getting hit. I don't know. But they didn't run the ball regardless. So it didn't matter if Genty was not playing. I don't know what's going on. Raheem Mostert, he didn't play at all. And at the end of the day, bro, they didn't run the ball. All we were doing was passing. 43 passes from Geno Smith, bro. 43. Come on, man. That's Aaron Rodgers numbers. That's Josh Allen numbers. Okay? That's Joe Burrow numbers. Throw the ball 43 times, dog, and you didn't score a point. That means you abandoned the run. You just said, fuck the run, I'm going to throw the football. Didn't work, did it? Didn't even complete a first down. Didn't even complete a 10-yard first down pass. Was 0-12. All right, man. Genty has some good carries. Yeah, that's why I'm not listening to what this cat talking about, trying to talk about Genty when his boy Omarion Leaf didn't do shit but fumbled the ball on the carpet and got the ball taken away. Like I said before, these dudes are absolute in shambles. Even though they won, they're still in shambles. Okay, because they still have to look at their mantle and they don't have a trophy on it. Okay, you done been a fan all this time. You don't have nothing up. You don't have a damn thing up on your mantle with your squad on it. Nothing. You have more jerseys than you do championships. It's a damn shame. But hey, somebody got to be a fool. Okay. All right, man. Jason Marshall. Keep fitting Genty. Genty was handling his business. He probably could have got 100 if they would have gave him the ball. All right, man. Okay. So get upset at me, but 3 interceptions in 1 day. Kaepernick 4 interceptions last season. We've been NFL now. Just leave competition. Hey, man, why are you talking about Colin Kaepernick, man? Colin Kaepernick hasn't played football in 8 years. Like, why are we bringing up ancient history, bro? I mean, if you're going to talk about Colin Kaepernick, last time he played football was 2016. What do you mean? I mean, why are you bringing that up? I mean, why are you bringing up Colin Kaepernick? Like I said, y'all just be trying to just dig into the archives to come out with some shit. Why don't you come out with some shit that's 5 years old? You came out with some shit that was a decade old. Come on, man. Nobody's paying attention to what you're talking about, bro. That doesn't make any sense to even bring that up. Okay? All right, man. Play calling was pretty predictable. Yes, unknown in the house. Don't forget about how bad that O-line was. Yeah, I didn't have to forget. What about our offensive line? The offensive line's been stunk. I told you guys that. I told you guys that months ago. I told you that the O-line is absolutely atrocious, bro. I told you it was porous. I told you it was bad, and now you know. Now you know, man. They was back in that backfield so much it was ridiculous. Geno didn't really have no time to do anything, but then when he did do something, he threw it to the other team. It's what it is. What's going on, Sarah? Sarah in the building. Sarah K. Scott got her TJ Watt shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, man, we do everything over here. Hey, man, like I said before, man. Hey, Charger fan. You know, I got that Justin Herbert. I'm just trying to find out what I should do with it. I got the Justin Herbert. Don't say I don't. I got a Patrick Mahomes up. I've been had that. So let's not act like I don't do that. Don't act like I don't do that, dog. I put everybody up. I don't care. But I got that Justin Herbert. But I know you guys don't have a lot of money. I mean, you got to save money for rent, right? You Chargers fans, y'all got to save money. You got to help your team stay in SoFi. Y'all got to get those aluminum cans and those donations, huh? GoFundMe's. They got to get that GoFundMe. But I got a Justin Herbert. If y'all really could show me that y'all got some money, I'll put it up for y'all. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, guaranteed. But like I said before, you guys are kind of a little tapped on the money right now. Okay, just trying to keep it gangster. All right, man. Okay. John said he should have handed it off to Genty. Short passes, many gripped it. Genty was getting busy, bro. He got busy. He had 11 carries for 43 yards, dog. Okay? Come on, bro. Come on, dog. He was getting 4 yards a carry, man. The league average is 4.1 yards a carry. With no line, he was getting yards with no line and no blocking. Just imagine if he had somebody to block for him, what he would do. And imagine if he gets more carries. But like I said, Chip Kelly's Chip Kelly, bro. Okay? It is what it is. Should have drafted Shedeur. Well, we didn't. We had 7 times to draft him when we didn't. Okay, Jason Marshall, 0-7, 5 minutes of the game. Changed the play calling. Yeah. So what about Anthony Richardson? What about him? Anthony Richardson isn't available to be traded because the Colts said that he's not. The Colts are not trading him because he asked for a trade. Him and his agent asked to be traded. They said no. Okay? They said no. Anthony C. Geno was bad, but Chip Kelly was worse. No way Geno should be throwing 40-plus times a game. Yeah, man, that's horrible. Like I said, those are Josh Allen numbers, dog. 43 passes? Man, come on, dog. You got to be an elite quarterback to throw the ball that much. Okay? There's only, in my eyes, there's only literally maybe 5 quarterbacks that can legitimately throw 43 times and we don't bat an eyelash. Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Herbert, Burrow. It starts getting kind of steep there. It's like, uh-oh. I just named 5 guys, and I'm going through my head, going through the league. I can't name 6 guys in the league that if you throw 43 times, that you're not saying what the fuck is going on. Those 5 can do that. Because they're not going to go over when it goes for touchdowns. You give any of those guys 43 attempts, they're throwing a tug. They're throwing at least 2 to 3. Okay? You don't get to give Geno 43 opportunities to pass the ball, and he's 0-12 for 10 yards or more, and he's throwing the ball out of bounds on 4th down. Like, that doesn't justify anything, bro. That doesn't justify that amount of throws. That's just Chip Kelly doing Chip Kelly type shit. Not understanding his scheme isn't working and saying, this isn't working, let me do something else. When you got the run that is actually setting up some shit, you just abandon that altogether. I mean, come on, bro. All right. It is what it is. All right. Okay. Yeah, man. Justin Sizzle in the building, man. Okay. See what you're saying here. Chip's another McDip shit. We'll soon find out. They're both 1-1. Okay. They're both 1-1. Can I see those ones? You know I told you that. First play of the game. Yeah, interception. O-line created zero holes. Those ones, first play of the game, Jason Barr, Charles gave everyone a blueprint to beating this defense. I mean, it's not really that hard to beat this defense, bro. All you got to do, dog, is just concentrate on those cornerbacks. They're going to either hold you to death or you're going to beat them. Now, I understand that we didn't get any calls yesterday because those dudes were holding our receivers in broad daylight and they weren't getting called. The Chargers didn't get called for one PI all game. Not one. Not one, bro. Okay. All right, man. That's Ray. Okay, man. Stay in the building. Okay. Said, I can't blame Chip. I can. Oh, I can blame him. I could definitely blame Chip. Okay. He designed great plays. Yeah, he designed great plays. But you said it yourself. Tucker was wide open and Geno forced it to Jacoby. That's not coaching, but it's bad quarterback play. I saw it multiple times. Okay. That's the 50% that I'll give to Geno. But you know that there's two facets on offense. You know that, right? There's passing and there's running the football. What happened? Was that Geno Smith's fault too? Going away from the run when it was actually working in the third quarter? So whose fault was that? Was that Geno's too? Okay, I'll give you Geno was throwing the ball to the wrong cats. But what about the running game that Chip absolutely abandoned doing? That's why I said it's 50-50, bro. That's why I said that shit. Okay? Hey. Okay? Geno didn't have no decision making when it came to not giving the ball to Genty. Okay? All right, 11 carries in 60 minutes of a game? 11? Come on, bro. Come on, dog. That's ridiculous. 11. You drafted this dude 6 in the draft to give him 11 carries on a game that meant this much? You're supposed to be bell cowing his ass. You're supposed to be ding, 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 give him the damn ball every damn time you can. Doesn't matter if he gets any yards or not. You got to keep the defense honest. They got to the point where they're like, man, we're not even going to stack the box because they're going to just pass the ball all damn game. Then Geno's like, oh, I can make that pass. No, you can't. It's 3 people over there, bro. Okay? What's the hell wrong with you? All right. Okay, Power Miles, a terrible zone coverage. Got to stop calling zone coverage then. All right, man. Dan Smith, the Raiders of Washington Super Bowl rematch. Oh, I already know that. 38-9, baby. 38-9. That was my last Super Bowl. Okay? All right, man. Can we beat Washington? Sure. We could beat anybody if we play football. Not if we play like that. We could beat anybody. I mean, everybody could be beat. Ain't nobody unbeatable in the National Football League. I know the Chargers think they are, but it's going to come real quick and come real soon. When that shit happens, I'm going to be here absolutely cackling when you guys get your doors blown off. I can't wait. It's going to happen because it happens every year. And you know, Justin Herbert, he always gets hurt. So we're just counting it down, dog. Okay, like Stephen A says, it's an accident waiting to happen. We're just waiting. Okay, it's going to happen, bro. All right. I don't even have to wish it on you guys. You guys do it every year. Okay, I don't even have to wish it on you. All right. Okay. Yeah, not the bubble guts. You already know. Okay. All right, straight up. All right, man. Okay. From what I saw with Geno last week, when he can't believe he could lead us to the playoffs. Well, man, I mean, that remains to be seen. We're 2 games in. Okay. Hey, man, like I said before, man, I come from a lot of Raider football, dog. I won a Super Bowl as the first team a wild card team to ever win a Super Bowl when we beat the Eagles in Super Bowl 15. Okay. That had never been done before. That was something that might as well walking on the sun barefoot. Like, nobody ever thought that a team that barely snuck into the playoffs would win the Super Bowl. And there's been a few teams since then. I think there's been 2 other teams. I think Sarah's Steelers did it with Mike Tomlin and them. I think one other team did it. But when we did it, no team had ever done that, bro. We played like straight garbage all the way till almost the last quarter of the season, and we just ran off 8 games in a row, bro. Like, end of the season, we got into the playoffs, the wild card game 1, division game 1, AFC championship game 1, and then the Super Bowl absolutely cooked the Eagles, and we won. So I've seen my team look like they can't do shit and win the Super Bowl at the end. So that's why when you guys are talking, I just let y'all talk, bro. I don't even interrupt you guys because you guys don't know what I know. You didn't see what I saw. You didn't experience what I experienced. So for me, I'm not long-faced. I'm not upset. I'm not running through the window, jumping out of the skyscraper and shit. I'm just like, the things that are a problem that I've been telling you guys showed up. Now you know the line's trash. Now you know the secondary's boo-boo. Now you know that all you got to do is triple team Max Crosby and dare somebody else to sack somebody. Now you know. Now you know that the Pow Mile takes bad angles. Now you know. Now you know Geno's going to force the ball where the three people in the corner. Okay? He has 4 interceptions in 2 games, bro. Guess who's leading the league in picks? I bet you can't guess. If he's not leading it by himself, he's definitely tied for first. Okay? 4 picks in 2 weeks. 4. I mean, you can't make it up, bro. All right. Can't make it up. All right, man, straight up. Yeah. Sunday, whether it's DeMarcus or Mariota or Jaden, I don't care who it is. Okay, we got to win, bro. We got to win. We got to win. All right, man. All right, man. The injury's doubtful for week 3. Yeah. Chargers knew we wouldn't throw the damn ball, so everything's bad and shit. Yeah, man. I mean, come on, dog. If you know what somebody's gonna do, you shouldn't have a problem. Okay? That's just like when I played college basketball, man, and we would get the scouting report. I'd read the scouting report, and if I read that somebody couldn't go left, I'm forcing them left. I'm overplaying them. You want to ride your right hand? I'm on your right hand. I'm on it. You got to go left or give up the rock, bro. You're not going baseline on me, and you're definitely not going right. That's it. Scouting report says your left is boo-boo. I'm gonna tell him, hey man, collapse on him when I drive him your way, man. We're gonna trap him over here, dog. We're gonna get this steal. Okay? So that's what it is, man. The Raiders scouting report it is, man. Attack their secondary all day. Okay? That's what it is. Attack their secondary, they'll give it up. All right. Simple as that, man. Okay, you know what it is. Okay, all right, man, straight up. All right, man. Bernardo Turtle says stop kicking folks out. Hey, man, like I said before, man, I don't kick everybody out. I kick out the people that want to get kicked out. Some people want me to kick them out. All right, some people know, like, hey, man, I'm gonna say something and get kicked out. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna give you a heavy dose of what you asking for. You don't want me to kick nobody out? Don't get out of pocket in my shit. Come over here and act like you got some respect and got some common sense. You don't? I got something for you. Okay. It's very easy. It goes just like this. It's very simple, man. I ain't got to argue. All right, man. Egalitarian in the building. Okay. All right, man. I know Raider guy said we told them so. You already know. All right, man. Okay, straight up, man. Yeah, San Diego. Yeah, man. Shit. Okay. All right, man. What's going on, Egalitarian? What's going on? What's happening? Okay, the sad truth is that we don't even expect the team to get to the Super Bowl like others. Well, man, you got to earn that, dog. You got to earn that shit. Like, I've been on both sides of the coin. When I was growing up, man, making the playoffs was never a goal. Winning the playoff game was never a goal. Going to the AFC Championship game was never a goal. Going to the Super Bowl was never a goal. The goal was to win. I didn't, all this, oh man, I just want to have a winning record and all that shit. That's not what I grew up on. We always had a winning record. Yeah, we never had to worry about that we were going to be, not doing what we needed to do. And then when we were, we shored our shit up. But now, the expectation for this team and the fan base and all of that is so low, bro. And you guys get down so easy, you don't even fight. I mean, when it was on the feed last night, man, I said, I'm going to bed, man. I'm sick of this shit. It's the same old. I'm like, man, y'all got to toughen up, man. Okay, you got to tighten up your bra straps, fellas. Y'all got to tighten y'all bra straps up. Y'all ain't tough. Y'all ain't tough enough. I'm like, man, what are you upset about? You upset because you found out that your team wasn't as good as you thought? That's whose fault is that? It's your fault for you not evaluating this team correctly. You got to evaluate this team right. Yeah, I love the Raiders probably more than you do. But I'm gonna evaluate them. I'm never gonna be the Raider fool walking around thinking that we were supposed to beat the shit out of the Chargers, bro. Like, really? I wanted to win. We could have won. But look at what you did to show you that I've been telling you for months. Everything that I said was wrong with this football team when I was at training camp, I told you. Now you see it. Don't get mad at me, bro, for being right. That's my job. My job is to come over here and tell you the truth. Okay? Your job is to decide whether or not you want to believe it or not. All right, man. So we just hoping for wins these days. Hey, Big B, man. Hey, it is what it is. Okay, man. All right, man. Jalisco in the house, man. What's going on? $1 million question. Is your personal opinion, are the Las Vegas Raiders getting somewhere this season or not? It's hard to say, bro. I will say this. I did not see one player on the Las Vegas Raiders quit last night. I saw a bunch of guys not quitting, playing horribly, but I did not see anybody quit. I did not see that. What time is it? Okay, I'm going to have to get up out of here pretty soon, man. Okay, I got to go pick my shorty up. All right? So that's what we're at. Okay, so that's my question. We played hard, but we played hard and play badly at the same time. I saw players quit last year. I saw players get out there, man, and hold their hands up and act like they didn't want to play football. I didn't see that. All right. 1-1 is better than 0-2. Yeah, but I'm tired of losing to the Chargers. Well, man, like I said, man, a lot of you guys haven't been fans long enough to really be complaining about losing to the Chargers, bro. The Chargers have always been a thorn in our side, bro. They've always been that way. But if you look at our record against the Chargers, see, this is kind of stuff the Charger fans don't know and they don't want to know. But if you go look at Raiders versus Charger rivalry and you go look at who's ahead in the Raider-Charger rivalry, I guarantee you it's not the Chargers. I guarantee you we've beaten the Chargers more than we've beaten them. They've beaten us. Guarantee that. I guarantee you that. And then if you want to go to the playoffs, they've never beaten us. So like I said before, bro, it all depends on your perspective. You've been a fan like 30 years, bro. I've been a fan 51. A little bit of a difference, bro. Okay? I've seen everything. All right? When the Holy Roller happened, I was watching it. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Charger fan? You know you saw that Holy Roller. You know you should have won that game, bro. We straight rolled the ball like a bowling ball to the end zone and beat you guys at the last second, bro. I mean, if you look at who's humiliated who, is us humiliating them, bro. This ain't no humiliation, dog. Okay? Let's just keep it a buck. 63-21 is on the board, bro. 63-21 is still on the board. You know that, right? That's still an all-time record ass whooping. They're never getting 63-21 on us. It was really 63-14. But we went ahead and let them score a touchdown because we wanted other guys to play. We beat the brakes off of these dudes. They're never getting past that. Okay? So like I said before, I let them bark because I know that your bark is just barking. You ain't biting anything. Okay? All right? At all. All right, man. You didn't see a single thing from Tyree. Nope. Okay? That's what I saw, man. The only player that potentially cost the ball was Crosby. Well, Crosby always going to play the way he plays. Okay? That's why he's max. Gino wasn't scared. Just was trying to fit it in. Pause. Yeah, man, like I said before, sometimes things is too tight, man. You better try to go get some oil lube, man. You better go in there, you go and get some Crisco out of your grandma's cabinet, okay? Because you know you still at your grandmama's house trying to get it in. Y'all would be ashamed of yourselves. You Charger fans, you know you still living in your grandma's basement sneaking girls in. Come on, bro. You should have your own place by now. But then again, your football team doesn't have their own place, so why should you? Okay? Like I said, it's too easy for me to cook you guys. It's not even hard, okay? All right, man. Bruce Smith, always scary. Yeah, man. Bruce Smith was a bad boy. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, Chargers still have no rings. I mean, it's the facts, though. It's the facts. I mean, come on, dog. Like I said before, bro, you got 4 homies. All of us, all these homies, were all grew up at the same time. We're all doing our thug thizzle, and only one of us has never, ever been alone with a female. I mean, come on, dog. You 66 years old, you still drier than the Mojave Desert. It's you. Come on, bro. We got kids, grandkids. We got ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, all that shit. Okay? They don't have anything, but they're always barking. I mean, it is what it is, dog. I mean, I'd rather be me, bro. I'd rather be me, bro. Let them have their 3 regular season wins, and I'd still rather be me. They can win 30 in a row. I'd still rather be me. Okay? I'd rather be me, bro, because I know that when it changes back, they're still going to not have shit. They beat us. They don't have shit. We beat them. They don't have shit. Don't matter. They have to do something other than beat us. And they haven't done it in 66 years. Okay? At all. So, like I said, man, it's not hard for me to let them talk. But when you say too much, then I have to put you back in your place. I still have to put you back at the little kids' table and let you know, eat your applesauce, bro. You're not big enough to be sitting up here with us. You got to have some hardware up here, dog. We don't eat with our fingers over here, okay? You do. Simple as that. All right? Let's see what else we got going on. Charm City in the building. We was 1-1 at this point last season. Oh, we were? Okay, well. All right, well, shit. Feels better this year. Okay? What's going on? Eat Trip in the building. All right, man. I'm getting ready to get up out of here, man. Go pick my son up. Game tight. What's going on, tight? So block protection was bad. Yeah, it was very bad. But who's in charge of the block protection? That would be Chip Kelly. Okay? Chip was having bad BS calls. Yeah, it was bad. Okay? What can he do week 1? He knows very well week 3. Gino played bad all around. Yeah, I agree. And we stopped running the ball. That's right, E-Trip. Geno thought it was third down or something. No, he didn't. He knew it was fourth down, man. Geno knew what down it was. Geno threw the ball to where the crew was at. He threw the ball over there where the chain gang was at. The chain gang got the big ass sign up and it tells you what down it is. He knew what down it was, man. He threw that shit out of bounds, bro. Okay. All right, man. How about Buffalo? Yeah, how about Buffalo? Okay. What about talk about Josh Allen and how he's changing the game literally? How's he doing that? How's Josh Allen changing the game? By making all these amazing plays and then getting going up against the ketchup and mustard crew and keep getting his ass handed to him, dog. I mean, how does he changing the game literally when he can't beat the same opponent? When we get past the Chiefs, then we could talk, man. But every time he faces those Chiefs, bro, he turns into a little boy. Okay, little ass boy. Every time he plays the Chiefs, he turns into a little ass boy. Every time. Every time. Tell me when y'all beating the Chiefs in the playoffs. You haven't. So what's there to talk about? Plus y'all 0-4 in the Super Bowl. I mean, do I need to keep bringing that shit up? Okay, come on, bro. Like, you guys fall in love with you guys as players a little bit too quick. Okay, all right, too fast. All right, man. Absolutely shellacked. I agree. All right, man. Michael Winthrop. You throwing stories at the low-hanging fruit, man. Throw stories at Buffalo. Buffalo ain't shit. Buffalo ain't shit. You want me to say it again? Y'all are definitely overrated. You don't do shit. Just act a fool in regular season. When the playoffs come, Josh Allen turns into a whole pineapple turnover, turns into a damn train wreck every playoff. Ain't nobody scared of no Buffalo Bills, bro. Since when? Tell me when y'all went to the AFC Championship game. Tell me when y'all beat somebody. Tell me when you've been in the Super Bowl. Last time I saw y'all in the Super Bowl, Scott Norwood, wide left. The hell you talking about? I'll throw stones at y'all all day. You guys act like y'all won some shit. You ain't no better than the Chargers. Y'all really think regular season wins mean some shit. Y'all ain't done nothing when it comes down to doing shit. You guys are not a classic franchise. Y'all not a pillar franchise in this league. You ain't done shit but be around. That's all you've been doing is walking around. You also came into the league in 1960. You are also the same age as the Broncos, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Tennessee Titans, and y'all. And who else? The Jets, all of us that came from the AFL. You haven't won shit. Over here barking, acting like y'all doing shit. Y'all haven't done nothing. Buffalo's nothing, bro, until you win in the playoffs. Every time you see Patrick Mahomes, man, you go crying in the car like Red, man, scared somebody gonna take your chain and take your bike. Okay? Let me put my glasses back on. Talking about scared of Buffalo. You ain't worried about Buffalo, man. Buffalo ain't gonna do a damn thing, man. Play a whole bunch of games and then go home early. All right, man. Hell wrong with you guys, bro. Man, I talk about any team. All right? Straight up. Game tight. All right, Pepler, what's going on? All right, man. Chip Kelly destroy that engine. Straight up. Ike boy said that. I'll take a good team now. You have no choice, though, Ike boy. You'll take a good team now because that's all you got. I could take good teams back then. I could take good teams now. I could take good teams any era, bro. I could take a good team any era. This era's not even over yet. I'm gonna get better in this era. I could take teams from any era that I've been a fan. This is the only era I haven't won in yet. I'll get to mine, dog. I ain't tripping. Okay? But you have no choice but to take what they give you. You're not taking anything. You're giving shit. You're giving the regular season. They want you guys there. They want you guys to get these ratings up. But when it comes playoff time, y'all don't got a fan base to keep the numbers up. That's why they get you out of here. They shoo you off, man, like some flies on grandmama's potato salad. Ooh, there's a lot of flies out here, baby. We got to get these flies under control. Y'all a non-factor. Okay? Buffalo is more of a factor than you. Because at least they got somebody that people want to see, but he goes out there and stinks up the joint. Every time he plays Patrick Mahomes, he stinks up the joint. Let's say he don't. Okay? I can't wait to get my setup and everything done up in there so I can start pulling up. I'm going to have my computer right here. I'm going to start typing up shit and start giving you guys stats right off the top. So it is what it is, man. Of course you'll take what you could take. What time is it, man? All right, man. I'm going to get up out of here pretty soon, man. Go pick my son up. All right, man. Okay. As good as you await for you, still no rings. Like I said before, what are you doing this for, bro? You doing this, man, to smile during the regular season, bro? First 17 games, you're walking around grinning. Okay, that's what you're doing this for. But when the playoffs and all that shit starts happening, you don't have nothing to be happy about. Nah, dog. We pay attention to all that shit. Y'all are unsuccessful. Everything you guys do, you have been unsuccessful. The key is to win a championship in the Super Bowl era. Don't start bringing up those old AFL titles. Because Ike Boy will bring up an AFL title, and the Bills will bring up an AFL title like the Raiders didn't have AFL titles. Everything you've ever had, we've had. But you've never had what we had. So nobody's worried about all of that. I'm just going to make it clear. Okay? Straight up, man. I'm going to get up out of here, though. Okay? Barely a fan base. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, a team that can't even pack a soccer stadium is talking to us. Where was all the fans last night at? It was a straight blackout, bro. LA ain't far. Y'all didn't have no money. The Charger fans are broke. Charger fans ain't got no money, bro. They share jerseys and shit. Hey, man, hey, you want to wear the Justin Herbert baby blue this week, bro? Yeah, man, you can go ahead and wear the white one this week. I got a little soy sauce on here, man, because I was with Big Shirley. And, you know, we I put some chow mein on her. Eating chow mein off of Big Shirley in a Justin Herbert white jersey. Okay, they share jerseys, bro. Okay, like I said before, what other jersey is worthy to buy on that team, bro? Okay, oh, Khalil Mack, but he's walking around like this. Okay, might as well put a patch of him doing this. Put a patch right here, him holding his wrist. Come on, man. They're not even marketable. They're not even marketable. I live in LA, bro. Do you tell me how many Charger jerseys I see here? I don't see Charger jerseys unless they're playing. I don't see nobody walking around in Los Angeles with a Charger jersey on. I don't see it. I don't. Because they don't wear them, bro. I see Rams. I see Raiders. I don't see Chargers nowhere, dog. But they're talking though. All right. You get up out of here. Y'all didn't think that was easy before yesterday. Hey, man, sometimes you got to get woken up, dog. Y'all won. I gave y'all credit. Y'all beat us. But let's not get crazy. Let's not start acting like you guys are destined to win a Super Bowl. I mean, that's a long way to go. I mean, that's a lot to do. You got a lot of teams that's better than us that you haven't even played yet. You got easy game on top of easy game. The more easier these games get for you guys when you're playing the Broncos and us and you're playing all these teams, when you start playing them upper echelon teams, you can get your ass whooped. I'm telling you right now, Buffalo's going to beat the Chargers if you guys play. I'm sure you do. Buffalo going to beat the shit out of you guys. You're not beating no Chargers. I mean, Chargers not beating Buffalo. Okay? I'll tell you that now. You ain't beating the Ravens either. Okay? It is coming. When I'm going to be here and I'm going to be laughing when it happens. Okay? Like I said, man, walking around here, Billy Badass with all the little underclassmen, but let some of them upperclassmen show up. Y'all be tucking y'all tails like y'all normally do. Okay? You'll be tucking your tails like you normally do. You still got to play the Chiefs, and I guarantee you the Chiefs are going to be ready for you guys next time. You guys beat them this time, but they'll be ready for you next time. All right. Okay. All right, man, you guys are a good team. You always fail. Yeah, they always do it in the end. Okay. Rebuilding as a team. Yeah, man, I hope not, but it looks like it. What is Raider fans can we look forward to? Geno Smith, Chargers. What can we look forward to? Improvement. Any improvement that you get, you got to be like me, bro. Anything that I see that's an improvement, I'm with. Yeah, I mean, I wish we were, checking all the boxes. But the effort box, I saw that. I saw the effort box being checked. Okay? I saw that. I saw the team playing with effort. I saw them not playing well, but I didn't see anybody dogging it out there. I saw them playing hard. I saw them making plays when they could. But they got outplayed, they got outclassed, they got outcoached, they got out schemed, they got out executed. It was just a thorough ass whooping. It was thorough. But it wasn't absolutely somebody call the police because somebody's gonna die. Like we did with 63-21. It was like, all right, bro, he is about an inch away from being out of here. I mean, we beat them till almost, man, they had to We had to bring in the damn hot irons and put them hot irons on them damn Chargers, bruh. Clear. Barely. We beat the brakes off. You guys are still trying to recover, dog. You still trying to recover from that shit. Okay. All right, man. All right, man. I got to get up out of here, y'all. I got to go. Got to go, man. Yeah, I can't keep reading, man. Yeah, I got to get up out of here. Go pick my son up. Okay. All right, man. I love the Raiders. I love talking this talk, man. But it ain't more important than my son. All right, man. Yeah, got their coach fired and their GM fired. All right. So, all right, man. Love all y'all, man. I can't read the rest of this, bro. I may maybe come back later, bro. Like I said, man, the Raiders are not my life, bro. They're just a part of my life. I'm good with where I'm at right now. Okay? Let's not let it continue. Then I won't be good with it. But right now, okay, I knew we weren't better than the Chargers, but I was hoping that we were going to do something. But we didn't. And that's good. Now we know. Let's fix it. Chargers, you ain't won a Super Bowl yet, bro. So don't start getting, too happy. You got a lot of games to play and a lot of shit can happen. And you have a very, 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 very brittle quarterback. Okay? Your quarterback is very much injury prone. Not to check and foot.